Yeah, it's Garrett and Bartholomew who have lost out a little bit over their last few laps, but they have still a chance to rectify the situation. David Black going very, very strongly there in second place, and here comes Alistair Garrett with a late braking manoeuvre. Will he dive up the inside of David Black? The answer's no. The door was left open by the number 28 car there of David Black, and he runs a little bit wide as well, trying to adjust himself. Obviously wary that Alistair Garrett is there, making a nuisance of himself, and he came into the chicane there at the end of the lap like a bullet from a gun, but fortunately Alistair Garrett managed to get the car stopped. They're going to be side by side again here for second and third, but Black hangs on to the inside line, forces Garrett to the outside, and that may well present an opportunity for Tom Collar in the silver and orange car. This is all playing into the hands of race leader Scott Mattel, of course, who is able to concentrate on the road in front. He takes a very wide line coming through Sear Corner and is able to maintain that gap, although David Black is drawing in on him and is able to pull alongside. Black now has the right side of the road there, going down Revett Straight. Of course, the next corner to come is the left-hander, but he's got the move done already. David Black takes the lead from Scott Mattel.
So can David Black make this his first win of the season? He's just about snuck into the lead. It's been a pretty mixed year for him so far. He'll be desperate to get a win under his belt. Right in the last round of the season, Mattel has already won a round here at Snetterton early on in the year. Had a miserable old time at Cadwell Park in July that really damaged his championship hopes. He has been leading for much of the way. David Bartholomew, who, as he mentioned, missed the opening meeting here at Snetterton, has come up on the rails really to catch Mattel in the championship race. But it's Black now leading, Mattel second, Garrett is third, Tom Collar in fourth position, who gets ever stronger. Bartholomew is fifth as well. And up over the line they will come. We always say in low-cost racing that it's not the 13 minutes that matter, it's the plus one lap at the end that really counts, because the first 13 minutes is all about just positioning yourself to go into the final lap. You don't want to be into the lead going into the final lap. Fortunately for Scott Mattel, who's just retaken the lead, this isn't it.
A bit further into the race for Scott Mattel, who is still leading, but they're going to be side by side between himself and David Black there, squeezing through Coram Corner and on towards Russell Chicane. So Black has taken the lead back from Mattel. Mattel tries to hang on to it, and Black goes straight on there at the chicane by the looks of things. He tried to turn right at the chicane, but then gave up and went right across the grass, so gave himself a firm advantage there. Starts to drop back a little bit to draw alongside Scott Mattel. There's Black on the outside of the circuit. Onto the last lap we go then, with David Black trying to relinquish that advantage he took going across the grass, and he very much relinquished it because he's dropped almost to fourth place here. Tom Collar squeezed through into second position, right behind the Italian flag coloured Scott Mattel. So they go into the braking area for Sear Corner. It's Mattel from Collar, from Alistair Garrett, then David Black. What Black can do on this final lap, I wonder.
A little bit too far back, you would think, to try and make a move of it. You think though that Tom Collar is in a pretty good position, took right in behind the race leader there, but look at them fanning out, 3-4 abreast now as they make their way into the S's. That looks like Alistair Garrett possibly on the inside, is it? But who has made it into the lead? It's David Black, number 28. He was fourth coming out of Sear Corner, and he leads through the bomb hole. That's an amazing run he's had up the Revett Straight, and surely now he can go on and take this, but it's not over yet. Tom Collar is in second place. He's got the Russell Chicane to try and come back. It's not quite the good overtaking opportunity though that the Revett Straight is, and the S's here at Snetterton. Scott Mattel has gone back down to third place. He looks up the inside of Collar here to try and get a second place back. Does it work? It gets just a little bit too congested for him, I think, and so Collar holds on, but he's had to focus on defence there, and he's lost a little bit of ground to David Black, who's just sprinting up to the line now. He'll see the checkered flag being made ready side by side here for second and third. Mattel's trying to get the place back from Collar, but it's David Black that wins, and I think Tom Collar does just get second place. So more breathless action from the low costs to round off their season. David Bartholomew sinking to 6th place in the end, but he did enough to wrap up the championship. Scott Mattel, third on the day, had to settle for the runner-up position. David Black, though, going from 4th halfway round the last lap to win. Tom Collar 2nd and getting fastest lap as well. Lynn Owen was 10th. He and Brother Reese win the team prize, and Vicky Pickles there in 11th ahead of Campbell Cassidy. David Black, though, a great final lap. I don't think he can quite believe his luck.
So David, not only your first win of the year, but I think your first podium as well for 2009.
Yep, absolutely. It's been a long time coming, but I'm delighted to be here finally. And just to say big thanks to the guys at ProComp Motorsport. Absolute fantastic job as always, but I'm absolutely delighted. Couldn't be happier.
You certainly had to work very hard for it, though.
Well, it was anybody's. I mean, that's the thing with low cost. I think like 2 laps from the end, we're all mixing in. But I mean, I had enough at the chicane there, but just rejoined in my position. But it could have been anybody's all the way through to the last. But I was quite lucky in the last chicane. I think a couple of guys had a bit of a quite close shave, so I was able to pull out a little bit of a gap. But I was delighted to see the flag come in. Still couldn't believe it, but very happy, absolutely delighted.
David Black wins on the day, but it's David Bartholomew that defends his low-cost title. We've got kit cars after this.